Okay, guys, so we are live. I'm still working on this whole YouTube live thing. It's a little easier for me to do videos like this. This way I don't got to worry about editing them later. So any screw ups will remain in the video. So we're discussing the 18-month review of the Switch and Go system. I'll touch on the F650 itself of the truck. So far, we love this system. I mean, we absolutely love it. It's worked out almost exactly as we had hoped. It's a little under strength for what we would have liked. It disappointed me in the one aspect of it already. I already blew a winch up. I went through a solenoid, which was very expensive. It was maybe a few $100s to fix, to get a new one. The guy patched it. It worked. And while we waited for one to come in, I used it like that. And then we got a new solenoid, and then the winch failed. When the winch fails, it really doesn't pay to rebuild them. My mechanic is trying to rebuild it, but he's been working on that for, I would say, 8 months now. You know, you just can't get the parts and the labor cheap enough to make it pay. But the winch is expensive. It was a few $1,000s, maybe it was 3 or 4,000. I don't really remember. It's nothing to throw it on. I mean, labor-wise, it's 4 bolts. It's an electric plug. It's pretty simple to hook up. But you can overload this system, and they had told me the fail-safe was you wouldn't have an issue because the winch can't pull more than 15,000 pounds. Turns out it can. It'll just destroy itself eventually over time. And the way the winch broke was the brake went. So when you lift the body up like this to put it on the ground, the brake just free rolls. So what I was able to do, I was able to push this body back onto it with a Bobcat. So the truck was able to work, but it just could not switch bodies out. It would just be too dangerous to try to do. So you have to watch your weight. So what I would say is, my recommendation would be, is I would have went with the 9-ton hydraulic if I built this truck, but I didn't, with the PTO system. If you're going to get the electric, you got to do light loads. You can't have a 14-foot rail system like this. It's too much weight. You're not able to carry enough in the beds like a dumpster or a flatbed. You'd be better off with an 11 or 12-foot system. This is a 12-foot body. That's why the rails stick out so far, because it's a 14-foot. But in any other aspect, it's been pretty phenomenal. It's been reliable. We don't switch regularly. I would not use it every single day to move Bobcats or machines around. It's just not heavy enough for that if you have the electrical system. If you have the hydraulic PTO system, then you could probably get away with it, depending on what weight machine you have. If you're in the 5-ton weight class, you'd be okay with the 9-ton. But if you're getting up into the 6-7-ton machine range plus the body, you're probably going to start really burning into that winch. Other than that, it's been great. So we had to cut our way down to get it way under what we thought we were, and now it's running great. And the system works great. The theory is terrific. The only other issue I have with it is that it's not set up that you can get like a standard body on it. Like if you want to get a hook lift body or a regular roll-off body, the rails don't match up. The whole system is completely different. So you're limited to the Switch and Go brand bodies that you can get, and they're expensive. So the hook lift bodies are cheaper. They tell me it's because they're easier to manufacture. I don't know if it's true or not, but if you're going to go with the Switch and Go brand, they're expensive. So other than that, just know what you're getting yourself into is what I mean. I would sell this system to somebody. I would absolutely sell them on it. If you're not doing heavy loads, the electric is fine. It's cheaper than the PTO, obviously. But if you're going to be doing what I do, I would recommend the PTO. And I have a PTO on this truck, and in the future, I do plan on possibly switching it over to a PTO system if the truck lasts as long as I hope it does. So, as far as I'm concerned, the Switch and Go system I approve it. I think it's great. I would recommend it to anybody. I don't think there's enough downside to it that I would say go with a hook lift or go with something else. It's it's great for what we use it for. If you were going to get a heavier truck than this, there's no reason to have a switch and go. You might as well go with a hook lift. You're just giving up too much capacity. As far as the F650 truck is concerned, it's okay. I deal with it. It's a Ford. You know, I like Chevy. Chevy only offers diesels in this size in the 6500 class, and I just won't get a diesel. I just won't do it. I'm not dealing with DEF fluid. I'm not dealing with it not starting in the cold. I'm just not doing it. As far as this truck is concerned, it's been 0 degrees outside. It's been in the negatives with the wind chill. It turns over right away. I don't have to worry about it at all. So to me, that's well worth the price of admission. It's a V10 Triton. Yes, it gets about 5 to 6 miles to the gallon. City driving. As far as the truck itself, it's held up well. It's been reliable. We changed the oil a couple of times. I have about 13,000 miles on it so far in 18 months. Well, maybe, yeah, about 12 to 13,000 in a year and a half. Like I said, we changed the oil a couple of times. We use synthetic. Other than that, the truck has been pretty good. It had a couple of warranty issues. Recalls went to Ford. They took care of it right away. The truck was down a couple of days, and they had it back on the road. So I can't complain about All American Ford. They've been great. The truck so far has been reliable. It's a rough ride. It's solid axle. It's, you know, if you don't have a body on it, you feel it. As far as the gas engine is concerned, a lot of people are worried about it. I mean, if you're towing every day with a truck like this, then you're going to have to get a diesel. I just don't think this truck is going to hold up towing on a daily basis. I don't really tow with it at all, so for me, it's not a problem. The truck itself with a load on it is fine. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. It's got plenty of power. You hit the gas, it goes. As far as towing, you're probably going to be better off with a diesel if you tow daily. If you tow, you know, once a week, hook it up. If you tow, you know, 3 times a week, I would still go with a gas. But if you're towing and moving machines and something heavy daily, yeah, I go with a diesel. I think the diesel will be better off with that. But yeah, like I said, we get 5 to 6 miles to the gallon. We knew that going in. You know, I've had gas trucks before, so I knew it going in. I wasn't going to get great gas mileage, especially in the city. Highway, you do okay, but you'll only get it up to about 7, maybe 9 miles to the gallon. The best you could do with this truck on the highway. So, you know, other than that, it's pretty good. It's a great system. It pairs with the truck well. Like I said, the truck is plenty powerful. It's rated for 30K. I derated it to 25.9, so it's under CDL for myself, for my drivers. I don't, this way you don't have to have a CDL to drive it. So, other than that, this way I could have anyone drive it that I want. I'm not limited to having a CDL driver. So that's why I like going with the 25.9 rating on it, rather than it would have to be with me if I was towing with a CDL. So yeah, obviously then you get limited. Other than that, that's all I really have to say on this. I hope this video has helped you out. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It means a lot. I appreciate it. Guys, until next time, take care. God bless. I will talk to you guys soon. How do you turn this off?